Hi everyone, welcome to Ramp Stream, whatever it is, where we'll be doing maps 171 to 180. Can you believe it? Let me just set my volumes right and everything. All right, thank you for turning up. I tried to do a stream middle of the day so that hopefully both West Coast, UK, Europe, East Coast, everywhere can possibly see it within reason. Let's see. We are going to take the curtain down. And yes, I have made a couple of adjustments to the hub. You'll be able to see that I've got rid of the portals that were blank because of maps that had to be dropped quite late on. And I took the opportunity to just adjust some things around it as well. But you don't care about those, you care about the maps. Let's have a look at 171, Bloodletting by Bouncing Blue Soul. This is in the Hell Crater. And it's over up here. Not that one, not that one. This one, okay. Alright. So far, looking like a bit like a Plutonia map with the mid-textures and cages. I just heard either a rumble of thunder, an earthquake, or somebody falling down upstairs. I do hope it's not too serious. The hub is annoyingly slow when it changes musics over. It seems to be very computationally expensive to do it. Aha. Oh, that looks like something useful. Yeah, you're allowed to get back up, but you've got to go through a bit of trouble first. Oh, I thought this was the same place as the... It's not the same place as the other place where I just fell off. And that looks very useful. Gathering up a lot of treasures down here. It's worth diving down. Right, so let's find a way staying up right here. There we go. I really like the look of this map. The wooden texturing and the lava flows. It's a really nice hellish castle. Can't get to that pack of custard creams yet. Right. Got it. Right, so that's here. There was a shotgun noise. No, I've been here. That's where I need the blue key. And this is where I started. There. Well, just as I said, Plutonia, there's that exact teleporter. Alright, yeah, let's do those bars again. Now, have I pressed that? I don't think I have. That leads to the yellow key, yeah. And previously I went down here and I went up these stairs, but that led me backwards to here, so... Let's see what this switch does. Definitely did something. Let's follow the same pattern to get out. Oh, I've opened up quite a lot, actually. No, actually, that was a bit milder than I thought. Am I going to... Am I going to go in the same route again? Alright, yellow door is not this way. Let's not get confused. Uh-oh. Whoa! No problem. I can hear a door rapidly opening somewhat near me when I cross one of the lines over here. I'll investigate it after dealing with this lot. Alright. I can't even scavenge the ammunition from them. Ah. Oh, that's a nice little bonus. Okay, blue door. It's definitely good putting the enemies in the walls to give you challenges as you go back. The only place where that was really missing was when I had to do that loop 3 times, although one of them was because I just didn't pull the switch before I've explored the loop. Good. Whoop. That's always a good trick, make the floor lower on the player. Because that way they can't choose to back out. Okay, am I looking for a stair builder switch? Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, I think you might be right about Plutonia's speed. I can't really remember the individual maps in Plutonia, but that one does sound quite familiar and, whoa! Got it. Time for some of this. I was very generous with the invulnerability for that. It just kind of neutered the challenge that you set up. Whoa, okay. The hidden monsters just keep on coming. Oh, God. That was a large bit of luck that I was able to stun that archvile at the right time. Right, that's the red key done, and the red door is all the way back at the start, I think. It's possible that if I'd organised myself a bit better, then I might have been able to go back from the place where I was beyond the yellow door. That's not it. Where am I going? There we go. Here's the red door. Easy. And is that the end? Don't think it's the end, but I do want to check something. Did I go through here? I did not go through here. Ah, that's nice. Little bonus for observant players. And I can now tell you that that's definitively not the end. Here we go. Surprise revenants. Just when you think you're home free. I thought there were 3 of them. Oh, I did get 3 of them, okay. That's the end. Once again, really amazed by how the maps roll. That was a nice, fast-paced Plutonia Hell Castle style map. That was nice. I did hear a cat meow. Let me just... because sometimes she forgets that she's able to open the door just by pushing it. Let me see. Cat... Pepper? Get off the stairs, Pepper. You're not in King's Quest. Let me go and sort out the door for her. I don't know what it is about Aracats, or if they're particularly special. They seem perfectly able to open the door of the bedroom when when everyone's lying in the dark with their eyes closed, and they completely fail to get the hint that we might not be up for being disturbed, but they push open the bedroom door anyway. But the basement door confounds them. You can push it open the same way. Oh. Anyway, we are going to map 172. Gore Tunnels by Doom Revolver. Now, Doom Revolver has a history of making vast, involved maps. I will see if this is one of them. I've actually not had to cut a map short for ages. I was just thinking before I started this stream, because I looked ahead at some of the statistics that people have given, and they're all quite long this time, but we'll see how we do. Gore Tunnels by Doom Revolver. Ooh. 236, that's about 1/10 of the monsters in the usual Doom Revolver map. Excuse me. I did see the pack you made, Alethios. Thank you so much for putting it together. I don't actually need it because it's enough for me to see the key colors by replacing the items. I don't usually have trouble with the door textures, but I appreciate it nonetheless. No, there's a Cacodemon dying. Or a squeaky roller skate stopping. One of the two. Going to watch out for the eyes, I suppose. Good way to indicate that a switch is not going to be pressable directly. You just block access to it, put it through a hole in the wall. Obviously, you need to shoot it. I wonder if that was a script you ran to revive those, and you had to kill them first because you can't raise dead monsters usually in Doom because they're separate objects that just look like dead monsters. And that surprised me all the way back when I did BD Light and everything. Probably close to 7, 8, 10 years ago now. Because I always thought that dead monsters were revivable. But it was when going through that I realised no, they're completely separate objects. Did I? Yeah, I did come this way. Okay. Just sealed off behind me. Oof. Can I just praise the soundtrack as well for being extra spooky? Yes, that's a good point about being able to crush monsters and then revive them. I love that the original Doom, and to some extent Boom as well, has this very physical form of scripting of pushing player clones around so that they activate things and making sure monsters walk over certain lines. It's very ZZT. Game audio's a bit low. Well, to be fair, I did put it down and then couldn't remember where I'd... there we go. Yeah, I did adjust it and then forgot where I'd adjusted it from, so it's possible that this is closer to where it was before. Yeah, I suppose it's there's not much in the way of landmarks. Apart from that, that's new. Red skull for that. Oh, I heard more revival. Oh, there you are. Sorry, everything's pink around here. Ah! Ow! Ow! Come here! Oh, I didn't mean both of you at once. For God's sake! At least you can't hit scan me. Oh. I knew that was going to happen! Maybe I'll save some of that. Whoops. Yep, this is what I was saving it for. Excellent. Rocket launcher's safety catch got me there. When you switch to the rocket launcher, there's a brief period where it doesn't respond to firing. Or it doesn't respond to holding down fire when you raise it. Oh, that'll help. So, if I switch and then hold down fire... Oh, no, that's actually absolutely fine. Okay. It might be when you switch due to running out of ammunition for another weapon. I don't know how it works. All I know is, I clicked, nothing came out the other end of the rocket launcher. It's very treacherous, this map, for having all these unexpected turns and corners. There's always a gap where you don't expect, where a monster's going to jump out at you. Oh, don't you dare. What's this going to do? I definitely had something teleporting in this direction. There you go. Okay, through here now. Oops. Hello, you. In fight! Good at slipping monsters in behind me when I'm distracted. Uh-oh. What now? Are they up there? I can't see. Okay, very low on shells, but we've got some bullets. My God, there are a lot of you. Oh, revenants I see from a distance. Fortunately, a squadron of shotgunners obligingly wandered into the way. Have I gone through the blue door yet? I can't remember. Oh, not quite. Oh. Okay, let's do that again. Trying to think if it's worth. Yeah, it is worth keeping the BFG8. Ah! I thought I'll retreat to safety after that little bombing run. There's just so many nooks and crannies for monsters to hide in and get you from behind. It's really quite well laid out that way. Ow. Maybe some of these, just for a change of flavour. Ow. Okay. Being a bit more careful this time. Let's BFG our way through this wall. Ow! Not the most efficient use of the BFG, but we got there. Ah! Couldn't see from my own plasma. Oh, I got stuck in the wall. Missed. Ow. We'll get there. I knew I was going to do that. Oh, I was rather hoping for a way up and out, but this will do. Nice map from Doom Revolver. Unusual theme to make it completely fleshy and terrible, but the way that monsters hid and the way that you opened up new areas throughout, that was really interesting. Let's go to 173. Just double check myself. The Ramp 2025 Demonstration in the Strange Ideas Lab. Let's see. We are up in the office. That's not it. Oh yeah, that looks a bit like the Stanley Parable. Is that the font that the Stanley Parable uses? Let's see. It is the Stanley Parable.
8.
Oh. 8. Well, that's not a map. It's a button that says 8. Moving on. Barren Culture by Psychedelic Eyeball is a tech-based map. It's amazing to see all these, names of people I know from YouTube that actually submit to my project. It's, like I said, it's very flattering. I still can't quite grasp that Ramp has been going on for 5 years now and has grown in community all the time. Oh, well, that was rough, having the zombie man get the credit for the kill. So far, I'd like the... Oh, hang on. Got a little porthole into hell. You can stay there. A happy little Baron face. Oops. That's what I need, thank you. I was worried about being out of ammo. There's a soul sphere back there. Maybe we'll find some other way to get to that. Oh, there it is. Hi, Dim Dom. Oh, I see. That's one. I skipped ahead a bit to 4. I think 2 comes next. Oh, that's quite a lot of activity outside here. Your map can be 100% in 70 minutes. Well, technically, Ocarina of Time can be 100% in 17 minutes. I don't know if that's true, but just as long as the idea is that someone playing it for the first time will reasonably take about 15 minutes to get through it. There's no hard and fast measure. Three hours 44. Okay, so I was slightly off in my estimation. I've never played Ocarina of Time. Never played many Zeldas, to be honest. I am going through Tears of the Kingdom just now. I started it once and then sort of bounced off it, but I'm trying it again now. Oh. Oh, I love the dynamic lighting in GZ Doomans, especially how it lights up corridors, the fireball goes through it. Nice sort of, what do you call it? Command center. Uh-oh. I think I avoided that quite well. Yeah, I didn't grow up with consoles either. I was entirely PC, and I'm very glad that I did, because we got Doom and we got all kinds of unique things that I think not many people experience. In the late 90s, I discovered emulation, and so I got to experience a lot of the games that I missed out on, including things that were never even released in Europe. Like Earthbound. We had this weird boy in a cap in Super Smash Bros. 64. Nobody knew who he was. Access denied. Seems fine to me. Ah! Sort of falling into every dangerous floor around us. Can I take back my switch press, please? Slightly less threatening than I was expecting, given the build-up. Oh, that woke everyone up. I don't think those are actually going through the grate. Let's do this instead then. Oh, there's an archvile up there. Just minding its own business. Ah. Can I get that down again, having got up there? Oh, I don't suppose it matters. I like how you're bringing the player out from the tech base into this hell zone, into Minecraft with a big pickaxe. Ah, got some rockets now. Hold on a second. No, actually, I was going to finish off the archvile, but if I can't get back up there, there's no real point. Why did I bother doing that? I'm so used to having to watch out for missiles at my back homing in on me. There's only one Revenant here. And he doesn't seem very keen on firing. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. That Mancubus is the next most dangerous. Okay. Well, loads of cacodemons. Okay. Let's flee up here. Yeah, that's the trouble with learning too quickly, isn't it? That having finished something, you immediately know how you can do it better, and you need to do it all over again. Must be why I got that rad suit. Whoop! This is going to end badly. Could have been worse. No. Where's that arch file? There it is. Let's get rid of that first, make things easier for ourselves. This is one of those maps that just flows really well. I felt that I've got into just a comfortable state of dooming. Haven't really needed to use too much brain power on working out where to go next. It's all... It's all challenges that are kind of separate from each other, but it doesn't feel like room corridor room. What is this other barren factory around the walls? Yeah, it looks like it's reviving them. Ooh. Ow. Oh, it wasn't quite quick enough to get onto the lift. Oh, here we are. That was quite an excursion. Ah! Ah! Oh, that's got to be the end. Where'd you come from? Right. So it feels like ages ago I was standing here thinking that, okay, I'll do the second one next. Okay, but I did get to number 3. Looks great on the auto map as well. What have I got? I've got a red key. I think that fits in the red door up there. Good use of spawning in monsters to make the journey back less boring. Alright, we've made it out, but at what cost? Oh god. Ah, the royal couple's here. Nice truck, a bit sunk into the ground. There's just endless hordes of revenants. Where are you coming from? Oh yeah, actually I know exactly where they're coming from. I left behind that massive horde in the control room. Yeah, that's come back to bite me, hasn't it? At least they've finally got into a fight. Oh, that was it. Defeat the Spider Mastermind. Oh, that was a nice rescue. Yeah, like I said, the map kind of flowed from challenge to challenge quite well, that one. What are we doing now? That was Baron Culture. Operation Shellbreak's next by Avirathas. And it's a tech-based map, and it's probably going to be here. Yes! Oh, this looks interesting. Either enter the dropship or drop pod. Oh, do I get a choice? So, destroy the shield generator and find the experimental shielded yet vest. That's nice. Let me just check the other option. Ha! Fell into a hedge. So do these give you two completely different starting points? They do. Alright, I'll go with the dropship. Okay, so mission status. Alarm status is none, dropship status is ready, turret status is inactive, but demonic inhibitor is active, and that seems like good news. And you've got patrol routes for your guards. Oh, what was that? Oh, enemy air raid incoming. So do I have to be a bit more subtle about this? Let's see. What are you doing here? He's got a hell of a dart gun or whatever it is. Yeah, it's just as soon as I step over that line. It's not something that I can avoid, I think. And here's my potential drop pod site. The alarm is triggered by enemies getting to the console. Okay. So you can walk in the front door, or there's a subtler route back here. No, that's just to get health back. Okay. I wondered what that was, yeah. It's a bit hard to understand because you can't see the console from where you are. You don't have a visual cue on when the alarm is triggered. Ow! Crossbow zombie. Decent supplies. I'll have a MIDI track picker that you can use as instead of having to upload your own music, so beginners aren't stuck with different. That sounds good, provided you write it. Ow. Alright, we're deep inside the base now. I think they know I'm here. Whether I set that alarm outside off or not. Oh! Well, that was a very Plutonia moment. I'm stuck on the... Great. Okay. Maybe I'll go through this one then. No, that's worse. I could quite easily punch him in the back of the head, but I don't think it'd work out very well for me. What to tell you? Got a lift. Go down now, please. As far as I know, there's no way to load a separate sound font per map. It's not impossible, because the sound font's part of the game options rather than the property of the map itself. Oh, OpenMPT, yeah, I used to love OpenMPT Modplug Tracker. That's what I composed all my music in until I eventually move to a big proper door. Just in case it's not clear, I've absolutely no idea what's happening. Everything seems to have been locked down here. Dropship status is damaged. Turret status is active. Up we go then. Oh. Ah! What I want to get is that bullet box and then run away again. Oh, it's a side path, okay. I do like that when you include details in your map like that where something isn't necessary for the main route, but it gives players who explore an advantage. You can pick off monsters from the sides. Okay, that's opened some bars, so it's opened quite a lot of bars, some of which I'd rather not open. We had a Commodore 64 as well. Didn't have many games for it though. Usually I used it as a ground to write little text adventures. Oh yeah, these were the bars. Now, we've seen this before. Oh no. Fortunately, I'm not really blessed with enough ammo to take him on. Yeah, we'll do that instead. I really like the use of the 3D floors here, the climbing up the room. Oh, there's something that's meant to be there, but it's not here. Hold on a second. Unknown type 4301. I hope that doesn't ruin the mission. Oh, hang on. Adjust the anti-air turret targeting. Good to know. Oh, the bobblehead, huh? Well, I appreciate you attempted to put it in. I'll see what went wrong with it. Did your map not have a big warning on the compile saying that something was missing? Let me just check. Operation Celebrate with us. No, that's interesting. It doesn't. So I'm going to have to work out why. Oh no, I do know why. It's because it doesn't care which things the map tries to reference. It only cares if you've tried to include something. So presumably that thing number was used for the wobblehead at one point, but is no longer used for it. All right. Advanced into this room completely by accident. It's tough life being a healer, isn't it? Ah, that should take care of some of my ammo problems. Demonic inhibitor console lock disabled. Dropship is critical, but I've changed the anti-aircraft cannons. Turret has been subverted. Demonic inhibitor is active. the no demons little sign. So, do I want to turn off the demonic inhibitor? That doesn't sound like a great idea to me. Yeah, I see you've had the same idea. What now? Oh, is this one of those switches where I switched it where it was green and then it turned red instead of the other way around? That's always confusing. Oh yeah, I went through here. That's a door blocked by rubble. What can I do with the demonic inhibitor turned off? Oh, weird little step. Blast door's open. It would be nice if these demons were a bit more inhibited. Now, where were the blast doors? I've seen several big doors. There they are. Ow! Crossbow bolt through the head. I'm going to need that. Yeah. I can't see. Oh, that's a great little detail, the switch broken off the wall. Somehow, LED's still functional. Okay, this is here, okay. It's a really well-constructed base. It's really cramped for Doom standards, but this is a map that plays slightly different from Doom. Why am I unconstraining the demonic growth? That seems the opposite of what I want to happen. Great looking teleporter technology. Ah, can I get up here? No, I can't. Oh well. Oh, they're ghosts. Hope this means that it's not like in Heretic where you can only damage them with certain weapons. Here we go! Oh no! Coolant shielding lowered. Everything I've done in this base seems to be the opposite of what I would like to do in this base. I'd like to inhibit some demons. Make sure there's plenty of coolant. Ah! That zombie was in the way. Ah! Just skateboarded along the outside of that walkway. Is it possible to use ramparts to override derunning to the My House derunning? Yes, it is. Will I do it? No, I won't. More coolant shielding lowered. Coolant exposed. What do I do now? Jump into it? Oof. Well, I'm nice and cool now. Ah, I wondered if this would go back up. There's a room inside this central column that I haven't got into yet. Was that it for this room? Oh yeah, so I exposed the coolant, but I don't know what that did. How do I get in there? I thought that was surely it. More of you. Ah, do I have to come in from that direction? How do I come in from that direction? That's through there. Alright, I've spent 20 minutes on this map now. So, but I'm quite near the end. Possibly. Don't really know. Whoop. So that's the coolant. Yes. What do I do now? That lowers the walkway. I still haven't got into this bit of the room. Shoot it? That sounds like a bad idea. Alright. I'll have to take the long way round now. Yeah, so just turning off Demon Inhibitor is not the worst decision I've made today. Right, good luck everyone. Right, let's run. Seek extraction. Can't see a thing. I can't seek extraction. Oh, this is going like further into the base, actually. Whoa! You've grown quite a big jelly in this room since I last saw you. There we go. Bye! Well, I didn't find the experimental shielded vest, but fortunately, if I run away fast enough, I won't need it. You okay, Cacodemons? Extracting! Oh! And yeah, that's an example of taking Doom and adding more onto it with this scripting and mission objectives that change throughout the mission. Oh, and it very kind of GoldenEye. I know I compare these to GoldenEye a lot, but I think in my mind GoldenEye is just full of these big round shiny rooms with missiles in the center. Ugh. Okay. We're going for an hour and a half now, so this is quite a long one. Did we do? We did 175. Good. Stasis by the Rolling Gherkin is on the tech base map, which is just about where we came from. Okay. All right. Don't say it. Don't start telling me that everybody's dead. Yes, congratulations on the first map. I always love it when these are submitted to here. Where's that yellow door? I mean, where's that blue door? Sorry, my color blindness is obviously getting worse. Aha! The largest struggle I've ever had to get a pistol in a Doom map. Oh, that's a handy secret shotgun. Oh, very E1M1. It's good being able to be in sight of what a switch does when you pull it. Ah! Well, that definitely confused me for a second. I'm noticing a lot of stretched textures, which is it's funny. It's something that is very easy to do in Ultimate Doom Builder with the UDMF format, but I don't see many people doing it. I think that people who grew up with Doom tend to fit the map around the textures rather than the other way around. Well, it's called Hangar, but nobody calls it Hangar. Everyone calls it E1M1. Anything else in here? No. Oh, hang on a minute. There is something in here. There's quite a juicy prize behind a teleport. Oh, that's That's a lot of switches. Hold on. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Nobody, nobody, chain gun, nobody, nobody, nobody. Oh, I do beg your pardon. Nobody, okay. Let's go back to here. It is possible to overdo it. This looks really stretched and could have done with being a different door texture. Ooh. Ooh! It's interesting how the same noise can be inflected differently for interest and distress. Aha! Oh, is this? Yes, it is. Big advantage for that secret. Just checking. Yes. Oh, that switch lowered the... Yeah, that switch lowered that. But I'm going to need to find another switch doing the same thing. Now here's some coloured lighting. So. And we seem to have made it into the offices. Nice use of the comp textures to make these little workstations. Okay, that did it. Quite a journey to get there. Something that's often good is if you provide a way back. Oh, no. Oh, I can jump to it. Okay. Something that's often good is if you can provide a way back just to here, because there's nothing else going on here, having fought through all the monsters. You could have just opened the passage for me to get right back. We have the red key. Oh, and it's this way. Exit. Well, that was Stasis by the Rolling Gherkin. Once again, really ambitious, nice first map. And I didn't even find half of those secrets, so you can go in and discover them for yourselves. Moving on. Oh, done that one. Done that one. 177 is Flip Scarab Manor by ex-pro Flip Scarab. Oh, looks moody. Feels moody as well. Oh, we've slipped in through a window. My House Ward, and especially David's Breakdown videos. David's Breakdown videos, in more sense than one, really inspired my interest in Doom mapping. Ramp 2025 finally motivated me to install the tools and give it a try. I was a bit busy this month, but I think it's a good start. The skybox texture display is too high and it upsets me. Me too! Because the skies are really intended for Doom, where you're always facing horizontally and you've got walls above your line of sight, so the sky's high above. But yeah, we could do with some more full skyboxes. And I think this is an Otex sky. Well, it's always incredibly flattering to think that I'm helping people get their start in Doom mapping, because I do love the environment, as I've said before. I love its environment, its community. It's just a really satisfying way to build things. A bit of an army here for the firepower I've got. Fortunately, I see a shotgun I can borrow. Okay. Well, boarded up windows. Oh, I thought I was going back the way I came. One of the... One of the shotguns got squashed by a door, which is unfortunate. I lost ammo from that. Although, if it's any consolation, if a shotgun can be squashed into oblivion by a door, it probably would have fallen to bits quite quickly anyway. Yeah, I mean, in this kind of environment, you know, it's good that you can see the detail of the sky, but these are some very tall trees. Okay, should have gone that way first, obviously. Atmosphere is great, it's very classic horror. Yeah, I was just playing Roblox with Penny this morning, and I was in Dress to Impress, desperately trying to find a pair of shorts that was wearable by the male avatars. It's difficult to come by, and desperately running diagonally in an attempt to speed things up. Right, that's good to have. Oh, Resident Evil, yes. I can hear that in the music choice as well. Never played the first Resident Evil either, though. The first one I played was 4. Last one I played was 5. My experience is quite narrow. And I know that Resident Evil 4 was a departure for the series, and it felt like playing a Simon Pegg film where, you know, it's got loads of blood and horror, but it's also done in a really funny way. Let's pretend this Arachnodon's teleported in. What was the problem? Oh well, I suppose we've got the... Oh. Door won't budge, that's a custom effect. Is this a... Ah, it's a set of portals to go up here. Yeah, I didn't actually notice that they were room over room. I just assumed that they were end on end. Down to the basement. And this leads us back to... Yeah, this leads us back to the first room. But there was a blue door here? Here? Where? Yeah, I think I might have been thinking of that one. Never mind. I love the details of this map. I would say that the... as far as gameplay goes, you're constrained a bit by making it a mansion because you can't have all these interesting up and down rooms. Sometimes they're quite flat and square, but as a mansion, it works very well. A secret in the courtyard, I will remember that. Shoot through the trees, alright. I think that might be the end. Let's have a look at the secret in the courtyard. Not over there. We've got the boarded up windows, we've got that face, we've got a barrel. Can't jump over that fountain, which makes me suspicious of it. Looking for switches on the pillars. Whoop! Sorry, I pressed use on the fountain. Ah! few more monsters in here. Oh, God. Right. Got plasma, don't have a gun for it. Oh, do I need to finish them off, really? Sorry, what you're hearing just now is the sound of concentration. And a player being blown apart. Let's try the rocket. One. Two. Thank you, that's very generous. There's the plasma rifle, okay. I need to duck a bit to get out of here. Oh, and that's clever, the way that you've raised the floor a bit and made it look like the vent fell off. Not a bad little secret, but the rewards are in the wrong order. Because once you've defeated the 2 cyber demons, you get the plasma rifle for the rest of the level. And you've already done the most difficult thing on the level. It's not going to get much use. I did that as well for a couple of maps in community projects I've been part of. So people asking, why did you put the soul sphere right at the end of the map where you can't possibly gain any advantage from it? Anyway, that was a very, very atmospheric mansion map. It's always nice to have something a bit different. Was that 177? Yes, it was. 178. And then there were cubes with a Q by Flair Eisen in the lab. Let's see. It's Karushi! It's not. You can't do that. You're not. You... Karushi, it's, oh, it was called Intelligent Cube in America. And in Japan as well, I think. It's, an early PlayStation game, but the most atmospheric puzzle game I've ever played. So the idea of the game is to capture cubes by marking spots on the ground and then making the cubes lower into them. And you have different rules, like you're not supposed to capture black cubes or you will lose a row of your playfield. Capturing green cubes captures the 9 squares around it, like that. It's such a weird little game, and it's incredible, the atmosphere of this puzzle game, which is a weird thing to say. Very much reminded me of a causeway puzzle from Nightmare. So obviously that's a good thing. It looks to me like I'm just going to be able to use the advantage cubes to clear the cubes in this Doom variant of it. I love that you've used the reflection effect on the floors to give that same look. Thing about it is that I never found it as a full game. Always want to try. I've got it as an ISO now, but the demo's really enough to get the point across. Full game, you know, you get slightly wider fields, but the demo is sufficient as a game. Yes, one of the versions of Demo 1, the one that I had certainly, it had Kurushi and Rapid Racer, and Rage Racer and Porsche Challenge and Abe's Odyssey, Overboard, Life Force Tenka. Was that it? Might have been more. I also had a sound visualizer called VCD, I think. Back when that was a complete novelty. Sean Shonson, I will have to look up Sean Shonson, because I know that there were so many variants of that. And Abe's Odyssey is excellent as well, yes. It's Prince of Persia with added dialogue puzzles, kind of. Very creative. The other thing I really loved about the PlayStation was Net Your Rose. Net Your Rosie, maybe? Where it was this homebrew community for the PlayStation, where you could sign up for this and you'd get a PlayStation development kit. And then the official PlayStation magazine in the UK would distribute these games. And I've only seen one article that went through all of them, and it did it from a very mean point of view, saying how rubbish they were. And they're not going to rival commercial releases for the PlayStation, but there was a lot of interesting stuff in there, and ones that I remember very fondly. I remember my dad coming over after a flight saying that they had that movie called Prince of Persia on the plane. Isn't he that little man who climbs up the wall? Adventure game in Net Heroes was fantastic. I thought it was hilarious at the time. Looking back on it, it is a bit... it does lean a bit into the self-referential humour. A bit. But... no, I've loved its Britishness. And Total Soccer Eurosi as well, which I didn't realise had spawned this series of actually professionally commercial games. That is a good question. What does the automap for this map look like? Pretty much all that you would expect. It's a very pure demon hunting experience, this. Just flatness and it's you and a shotgun and some cover. Got to be getting close to the end by now. You know, the soundtrack, it's funny, the soundtrack is amazing in Kirushi. It's orchestral and choral and mysterious, and I hate it because the demo had got me so used to just this blank void, no music, just the stomping of the blocks coming towards you and the weird noises of the marking and unmarking the blocks, and it just had such atmosphere, and I felt having music in the background really changed that. And you can't even turn the music off, short of taking the CD out the drive and hoping for the best. But yeah, it is an amazing soundtrack as well. It is. Do you know what? After I finished all this, I'm going to show you Kirushi. Oh, this is the first time I've died on this map. Yeah, the monsters are definitely crawling up to higher tiers now. That was fortunate. Ah. Is that how the Karushi ends? I don't even know. It is so weird because I assumed it was called Karushi in Japan. And it's not. It's called Intelligent Cube. So they came up with a more Japanese sounding name for it in Europe. Oh. What am I doing now? Was that 178? Right, 179 is the Unfolding Citadel. And this is, I believe, the last... No, it's not the last ancient-themed map. We've got Tomb of Venet, or something like that. And we have the Unfolding Citadel, which is going to be done now. Interesting little secret to begin with. Yeah, hold your horses. I'll show you after map 180. Another big sort of Hell Castle Mansion thing. Ah! So I did that too much and got into the worst position possible. Oh, no, 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 no! You must be joking! Actually, that wasn't bad at all. I do love this music. As usual, I forgot where it came from. It's Kami, Iconoclastic Flow from the Realm of Chaos 25th Anniversary. Got him. That was a bit of a harsh secret. Alright, not many health points left to spare, but we'll continue. That's given us a blue key. I see the cathedral is unfolding before our eyes. Whoa! Again, a lot of different environments here. Kind of encompassing everything that we've gone through in the last couple of hours. The flesh tunnels, cathedrals. Will we see a tech base? I decided it might be a bit more expedient to do this. Ah! 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 There we go. That's a thick enough door. It's weird, isn't it? We had a new front door put in just over a year ago, and it has a keypad on it, which would have been ridiculous when I was born. Like something of Star Trek. Oops. Oh, sorry, I did the same thing again. I meant to point out something, but I'll do that after dealing with this. Yes, there. Your door repeats slightly above there, and you can fix that by moving your door a bit back in the wall and having sectors on either side of it that are lower than the surrounding room. And I can't see an example. Oh, actually, maybe? No. But something like that. You make the door sprout from that so that it's door height. Right, now, I'm going to... Okay, where's this yellow key card? Yeah, it's a nice arrangement, this. The central room and the doors coming off it that lead you to the various key cards. And being able to tackle them in any order is often challenging to balance. But I think the map maker here has just put the same weapons, made them available in any branch. So that's a good way of getting around it. I have completely turned myself around. Let's try to head in the right direction. Looking for all these switches. Ah! Sort of used the Techno Skull to indicate that was shootable. So I completely found myself unable to squeeze myself back through that little gap in the fence. Hi. Oh, hang on. Hello again. Right. Oh, don't tell me you've learned how to use lifts now. Serves me right. Thank you. Oh! Yeah, running straight at monsters was never going to be a great tactic. Okay, while the punch-up's going on, I think I'll just orbit. Oh, what's that do? Exit! There we go! That was another map that progressed quite smoothly without me having to engage much brain power. You get to the centre, you get to the various branches off the centre, retrieve the keys, get out, go to the final challenge. And I like the way that each subsequent key unlocked more monsters and changed the main room as well. That was 179. Here is 180. Health Inspector by Zelada Hedgehog. And it's a classic tech-based map again. Health Inspector. Hello, I'm the Health Inspector. I took a gun because of the last place having a bit of an infestation. Everything seems fine over here. That was a nice use of the secret. Oh, what an interesting little lift. Blue key card. Your crates are a bit cut off, it's just slightly the wrong size for the crate texture. I like the use of the industrial textures though, it looks quite unique. Oh, that's a lot of shells. It's... I see what that is. It's a force field for getting past there, but it doesn't actually reach down to where it's meant to block me. Never mind. I like the use of the particle fountains here for the waterfall. Oh. Ooh. Are these breakable? They are. Let me check the music again. Happy Destruction by Blue with 2 O's. Oh yeah, so that went in there. I have to work a bit to find out where you're meant to be going on this map. Oh, that's nice to have. Woo! That was a bit of luck. Seeing a stash of ammunition there. Aha! That's the force fields. Penny found a series of little platform games called Dadish, where you're a dad radish rescuing the baby radishes. And in the second game, one of the baby radishes comes up with a little hard hat on and says, "Hey, look, I've finally got my degree from the Automotive University." That's great, now nobody can say there aren't any new mechanics in this game. Well, I find it funny anyway. Oh, not the forklifts again, we're not getting back to that. So that should... Oh, you've populated this room again. Good to keep the player surprised. Was this door here before? What are you doing up there, you great dafty? Never mind. I think what's happened there is that there's a sector, yeah, there's a sector just in front of the one that the Revenant is standing on, and it doesn't have a texture there, but it was the one that lowered when I went over that line there. There, you can see it. Yeah, Stan from Monkey Island was... I didn't realise that, you know, I'd never bought a car, obviously, when I played Monkey Island originally. So, I didn't know what that whole experience was like. All the haggling and extras and acting like you're not interested. It's such a weird ritual. And I think that might be the end. Let me have one last explore. There's a shotgun up there. Can I get up this way? Ah, a bonus for the observant. The as-is boat that's just... You can just see its stern poking out of the water, yeah. I always felt Stan's voice was weird in the Monkey Island games. Because when I first saw him in Monkey Island 1, I assumed he was, you know, super fast talking. Here, we're going to get your... Do you want to... sorry, I forgot all the words in the English language, but that is the kind of cadence that he's voiced. This really... almost like Duke Nukem with this weird, deep, careful voice. I can see you're a man who appreciates quality. Alright, I think that's the end of this map and this stream. Oh, okay, well thank you for joining me once again for Doom. we do have a bit of a bonus that's coming up. But that was another really nice tech-based map. It's had the... it's weird, you can tell beginner maps because the rooms are really big. But having big rooms in a cave and in the darkness made that less of a problem. Alright. Okay, let me change map to refuge. Save here. And put the curtain up for now while I get this organised. Let's see, where is it? I've got all this massive collection of emulators from ages ago, where you actually needed to download a separate emulator for every single system that you wanted to emulate. But what's the combined one I was using? Yeah, RetroArch. Let's see. Let's look at Sony PlayStation. Load some content. And somewhere... Ah, there we go, okay. There's IQ. All right. Let's get RetroArch up on the screen somehow. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Maybe try something else. What does Game Capture think of RetroArch? That's better, isn't it? And we're going to alter this a bit. That'll do. Transform, fit to screen. Oh, that's quite a neat streaming arrangement. What made me go for a musical themed minigame? I was in trouble this year because I couldn't think up a minigame, and I'm going to have trouble thinking up more as the years go on. But I had this idea of could I possibly make a tracker in Doom, and then the idea was just so far-fetched and stupid that I had to try it. That was it. Okay, no, not you. Let's see. Pick up the PlayStation 2 controller that I've had attached to my computer for the last 20 years, and it still works. What do you mean, what fresh hell is this? I've never seen a PlayStation starting up before. No sound, of course there's no sound. There we go. PlayStation was actually my first console, even though I'm the era I grew up in really was starting with the NES era, because we came late to the console environment. Would you believe Penny was of the assumption that Mario 64 was released in 1964? Okay. Do you know what? I'm just going to show you the rules, because this was amazing as well. When I started up the PlayStation for the first time, I went to this, and I put basic rules. I thought there was going to be an instruction screen like there was in Apogee games, and I got this.
Basic rules. The concept of the game is to try to capture the cubes. The player can mark a spot on the stage by pressing the X button. By pressing the X button again, the player can deactivate the mark. The game is played by marking a spot and then successfully deactivating the spot. Now let's try to capture a cube. First, mark the spot where a cube should be captured. When the cube is about to land on the marked spot, press the X button. The marked spot is then deactivated, and the cube is captured. Repeat this to capture all the necessary cubes. If any cubes are left to fall off the stage, the number of fallen cubes will be calculated on the block scale. Every time the number of fallen cubes exceeds that of the block scale, the player loses the last row of the stage. The player must prevent the cubes from falling off the stage. When the player is avalanched by the cubes and falls off the stage, it's game over. IQ is measured against the player's efficiency in capturing the cubes, as well as the total number of cubes captured.
Alright, so let's have a go at the first couple of levels.
First stage.
And there's a counter up at the top right that shows you how many cube advances you should be able to do this this section in. Just all the sounds, they're just perfect. The weird way he says perfect and everything. There's something you can do that's a bit sneaky if you... Oh! You can actually mark more than one square at a time if you're really fast. Well, that was a weird moment because I did get crunched, but then I cleared all the cubes at the same moment. So I've never done that before, and it seems that it does the losing and the winning at the same time. You get credit for perfect, but you also have to do the blocks again. Oh, well, here's what happens when you're crushed. There! That's two at the same time. And that took only 5 rolls as a result. Which gives me the True Genius rating. Yeah, the music's kind of epic and Soul Calibur and Tales of Souls and Swords. And there's great music, but I just don't think it fits the game. It is very creepy without music. It's a puzzle game about this being trapped in this void with cubes rumbling towards you. There was nothing on Earth like it. And now you've got to calculate where the cubes will be when you capture them if you mark more than one of the advantage cubes at the same time. And it gets quite difficult. And it's an interesting marriage between the physical control and the brain power of getting the cubes in the right pattern. Na 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 na. No, I got a bit too into it there, sorry. So that one took me a couple more steps than was necessary, which means I only get a perfect, not an excellent. What's the one in the middle where you use exactly the number of rolls you need? Can't remember. Oh, I'm going to have to go around here. Capture, and then I've got that in the right place to do that, and that's the end of that one. Yeah, it might have been excellent, you're right. Well, apparently it's possible to do that in 3 rolls. One thing is the counter only stops after you've captured your first cube. The counter only starts after you've captured your first cube. So, where you start is really important as well. I can do this in 8. Aha! Brilliant, that was what it was. Oh, if I trigger that, though, I'm not going to be able to use it without knocking off all the black cubes. And that's going to punish me by reducing my play area. It's a wonderful... I just said it, but it's incredible how the physical play field and moving the character around ties into the puzzles. And it's the physical prowess that you need to solve the puzzle rather than raw brain power. Oh no, don't want to capture that one just yet. I can capture it now. Yeah, the blue counter up in the top left shows you how many rounds of blocks there are in this level. So after I've rumbled my way through these ones, that'll be the end of the second level. Oh. I don't know if I want to answer that, Andrew, because the answer's too depressing. Yeah. It was funny. Well, no, it wasn't funny at all. That when we were buying our first house, it counted against me so much that I had never had a debt in America. All my student loans and everything were in another country. Okay, that is 2 levels of Karushi, or Intelligent Cube, depending on where you are in the world. I'm glad to show you that. That's one of the little weird gems that I remember very clearly.
Third stage.
And as you can imagine, the textures change a bit, and the width of the blocks that you have to contend with keeps getting wider and wider. Yes, later levels of wider play areas, I think it ends up about 8 wide, with this massive field of blocks that all come rumbling towards you at once. It's very stressful. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Oh, we'll do more ramp throughout the next week. And we'll be quite close to finishing it, actually. I think there are only 2, 3... only 4 more streams left. Seems like nothing after last year. But I hope you'll join me then again. Thank you so much.